It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 218. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my lovely, beautiful, equal host, Noelle Winters H.
Noelle Winters H here.
I don't know. I just feel like I get that you got married, but like, why does I hate that like this is a thing in our society that we take someone else's name.
Why? See, I like it.
No, I just want to be me, like still. I mean, I don't have to worry about
change
that.
it. Yeah, but also even if you got married, you don't have to change
No, I would
anything.
never. I would never.
You don't have to. I didn't legally change my name.
No, I know, but I wouldn't even tell people what my husband's name was.
Oh, well, because you're a bad person.
Oh.
But yeah.
The Other Way, speaking of bad people, The Other Way, season 4, episode 10, 90 Day Fiance. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
Not so bad. I just wonder how long the season's gonna be. Because I feel like there's still so much more.
I know, but it's like nothing's happening.
And it's never even. One person's there for 1 month. One person's there for 4 months.
I know. One person's there 5 months later. It's like, stop.
Yeah, it's weird.
I want to see an every day. We should should be like Big Brother. There should just be a surveillance.
See, I would be into that.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, oh my God, they're in the pink room again. If you guys want to hear more of our banter, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you could find all of our bonus podcasts, including but not limited to BS.
Yeah, where we do this. We
do this. We BS. Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Do that. Also, don't forget that we have other free podcasts. Everything's free. Teen Mom Trash Talk, Catfish Trash Talk. So I was reading on, I don't know if it was some kind of like post or whatever, and someone was like, I love listening to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. And someone else was like, I don't listen to them anymore because I have to pay for it. And they were like, no, you don't. And they're like, yeah, but they said something about Patreon, so I stopped listening. They said you have to pay for it. And they're like, no, it's always free. You don't have to join the Patreon.
No.
And they were like, oh, okay, maybe I'll listen again.
Yeah, you don't have.
Did you get scared that someone was going to charge you while you listened willy-nilly?
Right.
Unbeknownst to you?
How would they charge you? They don't even know your stuff.
They don't know your stuff.
What's your stuff?
What is your stuff? Where's your stuff? Give me your stuff.
Give me your stuff. Yeah. Guys, it's free.
Catfish Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, and this podcast, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, all free. FREE.
All
free. Oh, wow. You're blue.
I'm blue.
You're so
da da
blue.
dee da da da
Wow.
da da da. Okay.
Okay, just not.
I just
want
to. No, I'm better. No, I'm.
I
not
got scared.
Anymore.
I thought your iron was low. Let's jump into the pool with Mahmoud and Nicole. They are the stars. They're the stars.
They're the only ones where anything ever happens.
I know, but they're just fighting over the same thing over and over again. I am liking Mahmoud less and less.
I just want to tell you something live on air. Yeah. I just got a text message from Roger. Roger?
Yeah.
He said, hi, I'd like to buy a raffle ticket from Matt for the FDNY game. Is that so nice?
That is nice. But the game's going to be over by the time we air this.
Yeah. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I just think that's so nice. I love you, Roger. You're the best guy.
Roger, you're the best guy. You're the only man that we respect.
Okay. You're not the only man I respect, but there's probably 5 guys I respect, and you're one of them.
Yeah. We absolutely all the way love you. Roger is the best listener, the best friend, the best everything. He has all of the hot goss and all of that. Also, speaking of Roger, I would like to give a little shout out to a friend.
Okay.
On the podcast. Our very good friend, Big J Okerson, released a special. It's almost at 1 million views on YouTube. It's called Dog Belly. It's absolutely free on YouTube. Go over there, check it out. Big J Okerson, he is hilarious. If you want to go see some offensive comedy that's really not offensive, but it's a little bit, don't watch it with your like parents though.
No, definitely don't watch it with your parents or your children. Like watch it with like your significant other or alone.
Yes. And then just keep streaming it because we're almost at 1 million. I feel like I'm on
you're like that though. When your friends are successful, it makes you so happy. You feel like it's happening to you.
I do. This is my special.
I know it is.
Guys, please listen to my special. It's called Dog Belly. You might get confused because it's Big J Okerson, but it's really Big Trey Okerson. Thank you. What? No good? Okay.
Big Trey. No good.
Okay. Mahmoud and Nicole.
All right. You're liking him less and less. It's not that I don't like him. I think his brain is this small.
Okay. That is a very good point.
Yeah. That's
he
the problem.
Cannot contemplate other
Yes.
ideas.
Yes.
Okay. So he did get her an air conditioner. I guess they never had an air conditioning. Imagine being in that humid pink room.
No, I would lose my mind
with no air conditioning. I would probably hallucinate that the walls were bleeding.
But that's like Suspiria. Like, no, that would never work for me.
So he is super passive aggressive about everything. She's like, "Thank you so much for getting a new AC," and he's like, "Yeah, it wasn't that
He's like,
hot."
"You run it 24/7."
Yeah. Shut up.
Okay.
All right. So this is 4 months into her trip. We really skipped ahead.
I can't believe that she's lasted this long.
But we really skipped ahead.
This is what happens.
She was there for 3 days and now she's there for 4 months.
Meanwhile, Gabe is on the same trip he's been on forever. It's so crazy.
Gabe's still making a pottery plate.
Right?
Gabe still hasn't gotten his stamp in the mail.
Oh, Gabe. His Madeleines are going moldy.
No, they're not. They're not at all. There's not even enough time to go moldy. He's only been there for a day.
That's true.
So they don't bring up their issues anymore. That is their solution to their marriage. And you
I
know what?
love that.
Maybe they just need to. Maybe that's it.
Let's just never talk about our problems ever again.
I think that's the only solution.
It seems to be working. They seem to be getting along.
She said that she cannot adjust. She has no friends. She stays in her bedroom for 12 hours a day with his mom. Where were you going to meet the friends? You don't go outside.
Okay.
No one said you can't go outside.
Now, my question is this typical there? That's what I was wondering. Like, do women usually just stay home?
I mean, what's his name? Ahmed's wife goes to the market. She said at first it was hard, and now I can go to the market by myself.
Yeah, that's true. Fatima.
Also,
yeah,
you met Mahmoud when you were outside in Egypt.
Yes.
You were outside. How?
They met in like a fabric store.
Right. But you were outside in the fabric store. Go to that fabric store. Aren't you? Don't you want to like design clothes or something? Go look at fabrics.
She can't. I think she's just nervous to do things alone.
You were doing things alone before you met him.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just saying.
I don't know. She doesn't seem very personable.
She looked at crazy nice apartments.
No, I know. Okay. That apartment that they look at is so nice.
Okay. It's so nice. But every bathroom is a janitor's closet.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Why?
I don't know. Like
every bathroom has a, yes, it all has it's a slop bucket.
Yeah. It's
you know, I saw the mop right in the bathroom, and then I saw the thing where you take the erasers and you dust them off.
Okay, so I didn't see that.
I saw it. But it was a janitor's closet.
No, it was though, because I'm looking and I'm like, what's with this sink? This is a mop sink.
Did you have that in school?
Yes.
The little and did you get to do the erasers? I love doing the erasers.
Of course, you love doing.
I don't think it was real.
What do you mean it wasn't real?
You think it really cleaned the erasers?
I mean,
I feel like that's a thing they told us.
You think
like,
so?
Oh yeah, yeah, you have to go in there and you're gonna clean the erasers. Go in there for 2 hours. Go ahead, lock the door behind you in the janitor's closet.
Yeah, but that's a great time to be alone.
No, I loved being alone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't think it was real.
No, maybe it wasn't real. I guess I've never really deeply thought of it.
Yeah, well, I deeply cleaned the erasers and I don't think it really worked.
I'm sure you did.
So, she stays in the apartment. So she looked at these apartments, but he doesn't want to move. So what are you doing?
So why are you looking at apartments? You know he's not going to move to. Like, you know this.
She wants to go outside alone for the first time. So she goes to this outdoor female meditation. And she said that Mahmoud would not like it if there were men there. Okay, but there's not. So why do you have to say that?
Right. So what does it matter?
So she chats with the leader afterwards. And the leader's like, yeah, if you don't like it here, go to New Cairo. It's like a little bit more progressive. It's like it's like the West Village of Egypt.
Right. It's kind of like you don't have to be super conservative in the way you dress. Right.
She's like, Egyptian men, they really try to change women. And she said that she's like, I always try to explain what goes on here to my friends. And they say it sounds foreign.
You think? You think?
Why would they think that, Nicole?
I like that she's like, I thought I was the only person on the whole planet who thought this about Egyptian men. You thought you were the only person on the whole planet?
On the planet?
Who ever had this one singular
she's
thought?
Like, but I actually am the only person on the planet that I'm from.
Yes, I am the last of them. Oh, Nicole.
Oh, so
Nicole.
yeah, so this woman, Noran, she was saying that Egyptian men are very controlling.
Yeah.
I could have told you all of this.
Right. So it's just well,
But also, you
Nicole
met him and he
needed
was like-
confirmation
But
that
you
this
met
is
him and he
real.
was like that. This is my problem. My problem
Mhm.
is I don't disagree with Noran, but at the
Right.
same time, yes, you knew that when he wasn't hiding who he was.
Well, so that's what irritates me about Nicole. It's like it's not like he met you and he was like, I want you to wear a bikini every day, and then he married you and he
Right,
was like,
and it was like-
cover up.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Well, he's gonna take her out. She's very excited because she's gonna get her drink with chickpeas and tomato. Yum, it's a drink. I don't think it's a
Why does she call it a
Sure.
drink exactly?
because I think it's like a soup.
It's a soup served in a highball glass, though.
Maybe it's a drink.
Like I'm not sure. Is it like are the
Like a
chickpeas mini
gazpacho?
like orbits? Yum.
It's an Egyptian chickpea. They're mini chickpeas. They're delicious.
Mhm.
There's clamato juice in it.
Yum. I love clamato. Nice
I
and
know.
throat closing.
That was your nickname in high school.
Clamato. I told your mom one of my nicknames in high school yesterday. It was very funny. I don't remember what it was. This Bridge Cafe.
Yeah, so it's over the Nile, and it's
Okay.
like in like
That's cool, but like that looks a little dangerous.
I don't know. So they keep saying they love each other. This is what I love most about this couple.
Oh, they say it constantly.
I know I love that because
Yeah.
it just shows you how unhinged they both are.
I love
He's
you.
like, I love you, baby. She's like, I love you too, baby.
I love you too.
baby.
I love you so much.
I love you so much, baby. I love you so
Love
much.
you, baby, baby, baby.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
mhm.
they're gonna meet up with the meditation leader. Bad idea. Bad idea.
Right, but like this is where I'm like, the show is produced. This
Yes.
is not real.
So he's rolling his eyes,
Mhm.
and she's telling him, she's like, I met this new woman. She hates you. She wants you to die. We've planned your death. We're going to cut you in little pieces. We're going to put you on what do you call it here? A shish kebab skewer.
Mhm.
And we're going to roast you.
Mhm.
It's going to be amazing. We're going
We're gonna have hummus drinks with it.
We're going to have hummus drink. We're going to have a little bit of fresh lemon juice and parsley.
A little dill.
Yeah, it's going to be delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds
he's like,
great.
oh, I don't like that. And she's like, why?
You don't want
we're
to meet
just
my
gonna-
friend?
Why do you hate women?
Yes.
So
Yes.
she tells him everything that this woman said, and then they both laugh and laugh and laugh. And he's like, ha ha ha, ha, I don't want to meet her. Ha, 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 ha.
But then she doesn't understand. But also, I also think this is like a thing. I don't think Egyptian men meet their wives' friends.
No, they don't
Right.
interact. That's
Right.
why Egyptian women don't meet their husbands.
Yeah.
friends.
She's trying to
Stop.
make something happen stop trying to make fetch happen.
It's fetch and
Yeah.
it's not happening. So they laugh and laugh and laugh about how he doesn't. He's like, ha, I hate her already. I never met her.
Uh-huh. And she's like, I can't wait till you hate her more. Ha ha ha, ha.
I love you, baby.
I love you, baby.
So they meet her out and she introduces them. And
Mhm.
this woman comes with a dress on, right? Like,
Right.
And
Regular
he's like-
dress.
he's like, listen, she came with a dress. Everything's exposed. Like, I don't care. I'm just saying, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm just saying, like, she wants to go to hell. She can go to hell.
Right. As long as it's not my wife.
So she's like, can Nicole come to my class with men? And he's like, no.
Right.
She's like, why, you don't trust her? And it's like, okay. You thought he was going to say yes, though?
Right. You knew that he wouldn't say yes because you
Right.
even said where he lives is very conservative.
He's very upset and
Mhm.
he's having an outbreak.
He is having a problem and he's not composing himself very well. He just snaps.
He snaps. He's talking over her. He
Mhm.
said that she cannot do yoga with men. He said that he's like, why could she do yoga with men? They're going to look at her. And she's like, why do you think that every man would look? He's like, I would look at every woman.
I would say they have sexy legs. Okay. Great.
And he said that she's like, where does it say that you have to cover yourself? And he's like, in the Quran. And she's like, really? Because like, I know the Quran actually. And I think you should show me the part that says that.
I know, but like I hate this whole argument
Right.
because neither of them are going to get through to each other. So what are we doing?
Right. But also like, those are his beliefs. They just are.
Well, so that's the thing. It's like, so you think that you're going to argue with this man who was raised this way, who firmly believes this, who hates his brother because his brother drank tequila once.
Who told
You
his
think
mom
that
as
you're
soon
going
as
to
they got
change
back?
him from one conversation?
Right. So here's the thing. They were both right. They were both right.
Agreed. Yeah.
So she said that men should be more educated and have more self-control, and that we're putting it on women to cover themselves so that men don't have temptation. Meanwhile, men should have self-control.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
That's not the culture.
Right. That's it. That's not the culture.
So then they pose to him that maybe women could be attracted to men, and he's like, never happened.
That
and
is
it's like,
so funny.
and I'm like, never happened.
Yeah. And then
Mahmood,
they're
I'm
like,
with you on this one.
you can get turned on by a man's legs. First of all, I've never been turned on by a man's legs in my whole life.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen a leg in years,
I get, right? It's like, show me your knee. And he's like appalled. He's like,
I am also
never.
appalled.
Yeah, I
also-
agree.
I have
I have
to
to agree with this. Yes,
I'm
I
like,
agree.
a woman being attracted to a man, like looking at him and thinking he's attractive. Gross. No, thank
By
you.
the face, yes, that's as far as it goes.
So he goes, your friend is the worst girl I've ever met in my whole
Mhm.
life.
I hate her, actually.
Nicole is like, I was so proud of him though, because he was who he was and he stuck to his word.
So now you like it.
But you know what?
But you don't
she
like
wants things. But she
this.
also wants things to change.
Right. Nicole, you don't know what you want.
Nicole, you're not well.
I like though that Nurin had said that he's not deep. That made me laugh. She's like, you don't even know
Yeah.
what you believe in. You're just not deep. And it's like, that's
okay,
kinda true.
but that is true.
Yeah,
in
of
a
course.
not in a non offensive way.
Yeah.
It is people like him
Mhm.
that believe what they believe.
Mhm.
And they go with whatever. I mean, a lot of people are like that, and a lot of religions like that. It's like you don't even know why you believe certain things.
Of course, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, that's it. You're not deep. He's not researching the Quran.
Right. He
He's
just
just not-
believes in what he's told.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. He takes it for face value.
Yes.
Okay. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process, especially because we're always growing and changing. Look at what's happening right now with Nicole and Mahmood. Therapy is all about deepening your self-awareness and understanding, because sometimes we don't know what we want or why we react the way we do until we talk through things. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can take you on that journey of self-discovery from wherever you are. Noelle and I have both benefited from therapy, and we love BetterHelp because it's just so easy. Also, just therapy in general has so many benefits. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge, and you don't have to explain yourself. You just click a button. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/fiance today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance. Moving on, speaking of face value, let's talk about Jen and Rishi.
Okay.
So, okay, what's happening here?
Okay. That's what I want to know. What is
All right.
happening?
You know what is happening? I've figured it out. I've cracked the
Okay.
code.
Okay.
Community theater.
I guess it's got to be something.
It's community theater. This is what's
Okay.
happening.
Okay.
So the producers are like, hey guys, listen, we want to write a scene where you guys go to a dance bar.
Mhm.
Okay. But we don't know what that means. Can you guys write a very short play
Right.
about two guys that go to a dance bar? Can you hire actresses, and can you also build a set?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I could build a set in my friend's treehouse.
Say no more, fam.
And they're like, perfect. Actually, perfect. So they walk into his friend's treehouse, which is supposed to be disguised as a dance bar.
Where's the dancing taking place? This place is 3 feet, foot to
Okay,
ceiling.
so it's his treehouse.
Floor to ceiling, not foot
So
to ceiling.
Nitesh is like, I'll be in the play, but I want to be an astrologer.
Right. It's like,
And they're
he's a
like-
friend and an astrologer?
Mhm. And they're like, fine, you could be an astrologer. We just have to use your treehouse. And do you have any scarves? Does your mom have any scarves we could put on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
He's
I'll
like,
give you
actually
3
a bunch.
Yeah, but I want to be an astrologer. So the stripper comes out. It's a stripper with clothes on.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so what happened was, it's not a union production,
Uh-huh.
and she wouldn't take her clothes off.
When she was laying on the floor, she's like this. I'm like, she is truly stripping without clothes on. I was dying.
with a full garb on. I loved it. I love this pretend bar.
Oh,
I
me
love the community
too.
theater in India.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. So then they have a flashback to asking when to tell his family.
Right.
And turns out astrologically their traits don't match. So he was like, but I do have this one appointment available. It's August 2nd at 4 p.m. and that's when you can tell our family.
50 days away.
Mhm. I actually have the same appointment to get my mattress delivered.
And you have a big window of time though.
No, it's a very small one. It's 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
6.
So it's 50 days away. And don't
Mhm.
worry, dun dun dun. 5 months later, Jen is back.
Yep. Hey, Jen.
He's prepping the apartment with everything she loves, like mugs and dirty kitchen and roses.
Tracey, if someone gave me these blankets.
Okay, these blankets were from the dog shelter.
But that's what I mean. What is this? This is a scarf.
This is part of what Nitesh gave to decorate the walls, and whatever was left over, that they're like, we'll use it as her blankets.
Right. He got to take home whatever is left over. He just
Mhm.
stripped the walls and said, let me just
Yes.
take this for her.
So he's prepping the apartment, and they do the weird, creepy kiss again.
Why
where
did
they
they
both
do
look
this?
at us?
And they're like,
So weird.
why?
Well, he gets her a welcome mat so she could dry herself off after a shower.
Thank you so much.
He gets her the blankets and towels from the dog shelter.
There is an AC though.
Very nice.
Yeah, I could listen. AC, a coffee mug.
Yeah.
I would prefer a better blanket.
All right. Well,
Tracey could never shower with those towels. Did
Noelle,
you see those
did
towels?
you see the bed? It was made of a rock.
The towels were made of sandpaper.
No, I could not shower
They're
or sleep.
exfoliating towels.
Yeah, or I would have to sleep in the bathtub full of water.
You would have to sleep next to the air conditioner. That'd be
that's
the only
insane.
place. Yeah.
That's insane. So they're gonna go to a spa to relax.
What is this?
Okay. So what happens is they lay under the olive oil spout and they put their forehead underneath it. She's like, I love this.
Is this I'm not making fun. Is this a thing? I have never heard
It's
of
called an
anything
oil
like
drip
this.
massage.
Yeah.
So let's Google it.
But here's the thing. They only massage their heads?
They only massage their foreheads with
I
olive
thought
oil.
this was going to be a full body
Okay, me
Wesson
too.
oil massage.
Okay, so this is a healing technique that has someone pour liquid, usually oil, milk, buttermilk, or water. Or you could have coffee creamer.
Buttermilk.
Maybe you could have cannoli coffee creamer.
Oh, that would be nice. Or some coffee mate. Yeah, some French vanilla.
Over your forehead. It's often combined with body, scalp, or head massage. It's a holistic health approach that originated in India thousands of years ago. It focuses on rebalancing the life forces called doshas within your body.
See,
it
like,
improves your sleep
I
quality,
could
manages
do that.
insomnia. I could just pour some coffee creamer on you when you come over. Just like, I'll put a towel down. I'll put a real towel down. Or you could do it in the bath. Lay in the bathtub. I don't want to make a mess. It's gonna dairy.
I'll lay in the bathtub. I don't especially know if I want coffee creamer.
I mean, you have buttermilk, milk, coffee creamer, or olive oil. I mean, there's not a lot of
There's
liquid.
not some great options here. Yeah.
What about Pepsi?
Maybe a Pepsi?
Do you want a Pepsi drip massage?
I want a Pepsi drip massage.
Yeah, but then you're gonna
Might
be like,
strip my hair. Right. I'm just gonna be like,
and they're gonna be like, your forehead.
That'd be very
scooching down on the
invigorating.
table.
Yeah, that would be invigorating. That sounds good.
I'll pour a Pepsi on you.
Thank you so much.
Pour some Pepsi on. Sorry.
Nice golden shower.
Noelle.
What? I'm not talking. I didn't say anything. That's Noelle W. Herzog. That's
Noelle,
the other Noelle.
Nick, can you edit that out? Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.
Just look at the timestamp. Thanks so much.
Yeah,
So
Nick Nini.
they go to the spa.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fitness model, right?
I know. And okay, so
And a
I saw
personal
this
trainer?
when I saw him come out to greet her. That was my first thought. I'm like,
That was a long 5 months, huh?
yeah. I'm like, something's
Okay.
changed
All
here.
right. Well,
Right. I thought
whatever.
the same thing.
And then she said that they have had no sex for, quote, several years.
Right. And now they're still not going to until they get married.
And she said that he's not ripped,
That made me laugh.
but she's attracted to him. And it's like, why? Because you saw his knee. Mahmoud, I
She's
told
like,
you it could happen.
We haven't done the sex in years, but I've seen him
Several
shirtless, and
years.
now I want to. Because you saw him shirtless? Control yourself.
It's not really taking a lot, is it?
That's so wild.
Well, after the massage, she asked about girls on social media. She's like, "Do you know what females are?" He's like, "No."
No.
He's like, "All right, on social media." He's like, "I don't know what that means."
Yeah,
She's
what
like,
is that?
Instagram. Did anyone DM you? He's like, "I don't know what that means."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, you mean the place where everyone contacts me about my rock hard bod?"
Mm-hmm. I just send them pictures of myself. That's what they want.
My abs, very recent pictures.
Yeah,
of my abs. I
It's
send
from
them.
today, actually.
They're selfies that I just take right in the moment.
I just used the buttermilk from my head. I lubed myself up and took pictures.
I was covered in coffee mate.
I coffee mated my abs for these pictures.
And here we are.
Oh, man.
So she's like, "Oh, did you ever have any plans to meet up with any girls?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Oh, do you have amnesia? Or are you dumb?" Now here's
He's
the
like,
thing.
"Is that your final answer?"
Okay.
Mhm.
If I were him, I'd be like, "Well, no, I just made plans to meet up with your friend that was trying to catfish me.
Right.
Because I knew she was your friend from the moment she messaged me." Is that the one you're talking about?
Right.
And then what are you gonna say?
Not a good liar.
Not a good liar.
Not a good liar. But she, you know what? It doesn't matter because she's never that's never going to change anything
No
with
way.
her.
All right. Well, let's move on to Gabe and Isabel.
I like watching them.
All right.
It's very nice.
So her dad takes Gabe to Muscle Beach. I was just there.
This is where Tracey was just now.
I just was in Muscle Beach. It's in Venice Beach, California. It is a gym on the beach. This is the exact same one.
Looks like a lot of fun.
They're gonna chat.
This was cute. This was nice.
So he's like, "I wanted to know more about your transition." He's like, "How did you make the decision?" So he starts explaining, and I like how he's like, "The life of a woman is not for me." And it's like, yeah, same.
I like that he's basically like, I just hated it. I didn't feel like I was in my right body. Like, I hung out with guys. I played sports.
Yeah.
Now imagine doing all that, but having boobs. Imagine having boobs right now. And his dad's like, "Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense."
I mean, I'm also trying to imagine that, and I can't. So he wanted to know how it makes him feel.
Right.
And he's like, "I hated myself pre-transition." He said he hated himself. He wanted to die every single day. So her dad's like, "Listen, leave that behind. This is a memory." And he goes, "Thank you for trusting me and being brave.
My faith in God has me loving everyone."
Why is this the only man probably in the history of the world that has used his faith not to hate?
Yes, I agree with you.
Very strange.
Very kind.
So Gabe's like, "All right, do I have permission to marry your daughter?" He's like, "I think this is great. I'm happy to have you as part of the family." Absolutely.
He's like, "I'm speechless." Gabe's like, "In a good way?"
So they go to pottery class.
Yes.
And they make some cups.
Very thick cups.
But I think the cup was in a cup. Like, I
Is
think it
that
was
what
in
it
the thing.
was?
Yeah, I think they take the cups out. Bloop, bloop.
Okay. Bloop, bloop. Like
So
a
he
claw
also,
machine.
exactly. He also made a ring plate, and then he proposes. Why is he using this translator so much? He speaks Spanish.
I was wondering the same thing. It's like he's using a lot of translator.
Yeah.
But why?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Very cute ring.
Very cute ring. Very cute couple. I mean, Isabel is so in love with Gabe, and I just love watching this. I think that they're so sweet for each other.
Speaking of cute couple and sweet for each other, let's talk about my favorite couple, the best match on this show, Kris and Jamie.
I wanted them to be the stars of the show.
Well, they're married now, and they're so happy. And Kris said that she was going to pay for everything, but, quote, "my bank froze my account." Okay.
You know, that is such, I hate to be stereotypical here, but you know, that is an addict thing to say. It just is. It just is. The tall tales that we have all heard from drug addicts, this is nothing.
Yeah. I just have to hold $60 until my bank unfreezes my account because I need to go to the barber. How is this my problem?
Right.
All right. So she also said she has no desire to get a job. So they're going to be starting a business of food trucks.
What do you guys know at all about a food truck?
Okay. They're going to do an American Venezuelan fusion. And by fusion, I mean fusion like her cervical spine, how it's
right. Like her neck.
Like her neck surgery. Yeah, it's going to be like that. she is using this translator in such an embarrassing way.
Okay, right?
Jamie, can you just translate?
So I'm watching this and I'm like, so why isn't Jamie translating? Why isn't Jamie speaking? It's like Kris wants to be like the quote unquote man and not let Jamie talk.
Yeah, but she doesn't know what the guy's saying anyway.
Right. That's the point. That's what I don't understand. I would have told Jamie everything I wanted the guy to know and be like, okay, so when you ask him these questions.
And then explain to me what you're saying.
Yes.
All right. So she loves the zombie school bus because, quote, there's weapons everywhere.
Oh, you're so cool.
So it's $20,000. So they talk with the translator and she said, all right, I need the menu first and I need all the food costs.
Okay.
All right.
So you want Jamie to go to Food Emporium and be like, okay,
she's going to Restaurant Depot now.
Right.
And and cost out a menu. It's like, no, you get whatever you get and you have to figure out how to cost out a menu.
Yeah. This business is destined to fail, honey.
There's no business. Come on, let's go.
This isn't real.
She doesn't know anything about starting a business. She never even looked into starting, like the cost of starting.
And she never planned on living in Colombia. Please.
All right. Well, Kris is now packing because she has to go back to Alabama. Not this time for court, like she almost had to go last time. But she has a problem with the bank, and then she also turns out she cannot get her narcolepsy medication.
Right.
In Colombia. What kind of do you think? What is it? Meth is good for narcolepsy.
Meth, heroin.
It's good for
that's the best for narcolepsy. That you can just call your bank. Hello, Chase.
Hi, I'm in
Colombia. Okay. Can you give us your social or whatever? Yeah.
Okay, so she leaves. Jamie's crying that she leaves. This is what confuses me.
Jamie has fooled herself into thinking she's in love with Kris.
Okay, because I'm very confused. So she's like, here, and what does she hand her? Some beads?
That's what I wanted to know. It was like some beads.
She hands her a wind catcher, and she's like, here. Now
she
you know I'll definitely
Mardi
come back.
Gras beads, right?
She's like, now you know I'll come back because I had to shake it for these beads.
Imagine you had to give your wife something to ensure that you'll come back.
Okay, but imagine she doesn't buy a round trip ticket and she doesn't know when she'll be back because she doesn't know how long she's going to have to wait online at the bank.
She doesn't know how long.
Your meds should be there for you ready. You have to go to Duane Reade.
How long?
You have to go to TD Bank and Duane Reade.
How long does that take?
I do that in an hour.
But that's what I mean. This might take you weeks
to wait online at the bank.
What is she doing? Then, did you watch the coming attractions?
A little bit. Tell me, remind me.
That Jamie winds up FaceTiming Kris, and then she's like, I haven't seen your face in a month. And
she runs away.
Yeah, and Kris is like, I've been here making money to send to you. And it's like, what?
That's not what you said.
To pay the bills. Right. And Jamie's like, huh? Yeah, so
I don't think I saw that part. Clearly,
I
didn't see that part because I was shocked when you just told me that.
No, I can't wait to see this because it's like, oh, does she go back? I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to my new favorite couple, Debbie and Usama. All right, so they go to this poetry reading at an international cafe. I love that it's an international cafe because they got to order International Delight coffee.
Okay. I love International Delight coffee.
Well, you can go there.
This is like, what did they used to call this? Slam poetry?
This is
right.
Great. Okay. So there's a guy. So they're showing like little excerpts of people's poems. And there's just one guy. And he says, I looked up to beauty. And then you see Osama.
God, looking up.
He doesn't have a grasp, and which is fine. He doesn't have much of an understanding of the English language.
Right.
And that's quite apparent in his poem.
Okay. But do you think, just your opinion, do you think they were trying to sell us that he was like some farm boy that like never left the farm and suddenly he does all of these things? Because it's like you made it seem like he had a never, cat. Yeah. Right.
He milked his cats. He never
spoke to a person, right? They have teats.
He milked his cats. Right. All right. So he reads a poem about Debbie. And she's so happy that he's proud of her. It made me like sad.
She's like, he claimed me in public. And it's like, oh, Debbie. And she is chomping at the bit.
One of the lines in his poem is, hold my bones.
Buy it $1, right?
Like you and
Hold my
everyone else,
bones.
Osama.
Yeah, right. Hold my bones.
Osama claimed me in public, and I loved that.
She loved it.
He had the worst poem.
She
He had the
said,
worst
"This is,
poem.
of course he did, but this is the refreshment that she needed. She was dying of thirst." What?
She was dying. So basically, what she's saying is she got crumbs from him.
Right. Yeah.
He's breadcrumbing her. Beautiful.
Yeah, this poem was. It was
I
just
do
awful.
do like how the tooth, the left, his right tooth maybe it comes up on stage left for our screen. I like how it just holds his lip into his face.
It does.
It's just like a
placeholder.
A little bloop. It's like a tie back for a curtain.
That's like Shannon said he has too many and not enough teeth. That was the best thing I've ever heard.
It's like someone went inside and just
them.
It was like a lot over here, nothing in the middle.
Nothing in the middle.
It's a curtain tooth. It's like a little it's a little curtain tooth.
I'm gonna die. That was good. I like that a lot. I'm gonna be looking at my curtains tonight thinking of Osama.
Oh man, just bunched on the sides, but just clear in the middle.
And then nothing in the middle.
Nothing in the middle.
Like
just
a sunny day.
His tongue just
like Slash.
Like my toothless chihuahua.
Oh God,
all right, well,
Tracey.
I guess I'll see you in hell. But before we go to hell, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. It is if you're listening to this, it's what? There's more?
Danielle and Johan.
Oh my God, I didn't turn the page. Sorry, guys. There's not even that much on them. Yeah.
No, they're the end. I don't like her, and you know what? Nobody does. I'm glad it's not just me.
No one likes her. So he is like, okay, they continue the fight from last week.
Nothing's happening.
So this is what he says. And I'm going to translate a little bit because I think that he has the right idea, but I don't think he's portraying it correctly. So she's like, so you don't want me to hang out with guys? He's like, listen. She's like, you don't have any girlfriends? He's like, yeah, I do. I wasn't in a relationship with the women that I'm friends with.
Right. I didn't used to hook up with them.
So she's like, so you're saying I can't go? And he's like, I never said you can't go. So basically he said, go if you want, see what happens.
Yeah.
So a little bit of an aggressive way to say that.
Agreed.
But what he means is I can't control you. You can do whatever you want, but I can have boundaries.
Right.
And that makes me uncomfortable. So if I choose not to be with you because you did that, then you have to be comfortable with that.
And she can't be, though. She's like, if this is something that bothers him, he is going to be uncomfortable, miserable for the rest of our relationship.
Basically, she's like, he ain't seen nothing yet.
Right. So it's like, you're a twat. You are. Yes. I'm sorry. I hate to use the word. I don't. I like that word. You are very mean. Stop. Leave this guy alone.
She's trying to fight with him. So, and he also wants to drink and drive.
This is a pissing contest for her. It's like, I'm the dominant one.
She's like, I have the money. Go ahead. Go with your fly meat.
Right. And he's like, okay, I will. He'd be happier. Yes, you're right. He wants to drink and drive. Go ahead.
No, he wants to drink and drive and she won't let him.
I like that she sits on him. She's like, I'll get up when you give me the keys. That was
very funny.
Yeah, that was a good move. Because she wasn't like fighting with him.
No, she was just like, I'll sit on your lap. You can't. You definitely can't drive with me sitting on your lap. That's it.
And then he handed them over.
He was like, okay, fair enough.
Right.
He's like, I'm still going to break up with you.
I hope so.
She's like, that's fine. I hope so too. I don't think so, but I hope so.
I don't think so either.
Make sure you go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. If you're listening to this, my birthday might have just passed. My birthday's April 16th. It's on a Sunday. Now, I want to tell you what I want for my birthday.
Okay, tell me.
I want a 5-star rating. I want an amazing review. I want you to write everything that you love about this podcast right there on the podcast. And if you love me even more, join the Patreon. Get some bonus episodes.
I have to tell you, when there are like fun reviews, that like makes my day.
That makes my day too.
It really does. Like, it's so nice. I don't think people realize it. I will tell you this though. So I am very anonymous on Reddit because once people know who you are, they will rip you to shreds.
Yes.
And somebody was saying something in a Teen Mom Reddit and I commented and somebody knew who I was. And they're like, I love you and Tracey. And I'm like, oh my God. I don't know what it is. I don't remember what it is. I have to look back in my history. They're like, oh my God, Noelle, I love you and Tracey.
It's so funny.
Like,
what's your name on Reddit?
I'm not going to tell you guys, obviously.
Oh, but it's like super incognito.
It's not, it has nothing to do with my
It's like
name.
definitely not Noelle, not Noelle, not Noelle.
Yeah, right.
425.
Noelle, go to hell 666. Right.
All right. So one of our March 27th, we got a review.
Mhm.
Great listen, 5 stars. Love 90 Day Fiance and enjoyed listening to the banter between Tracey and Noelle. I especially like how Tracey notices every little detail in the episodes. Best podcast. Love the show. These ladies make me laugh so hard I cry. I was eating buffalo wing pretzel pieces while listening at work and I choked because I was laughing so hard. 5 out of 5. Zoe, those are so good.
Those are dangerous though. No, the ones that you made me get, the onion.
I made you get the honey mustard,
and onion ones.
But the pieces,
those are the
best pretzels.
Yes,
they
have
such
are
flavor.
Yeah.
Funniest podcast ever. This is one of the funniest podcasts I've ever listened to. Their recaps of the episodes are so spot on and absolutely hilarious. I look forward to their recaps of the cringy 90-day episodes every week. We have so many nice reviews.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. It makes me happy. It makes you feel like.
Love this podcast. 90 Day Fiance is such a train wreck. And I know I should stop watching, but here we are. Love Tracey and Noelle. Their friendship and stories make it even more fun to listen to. It's so nice. Are you okay?
Sorry for my loud swallow. I was afraid to swallow because I didn't want it to be on the camera. So I just held it for a sec.
Guys, you know what I want for my birthday. 5-star review. Give us a great rating. Give us all the stuff. Do the stuff. Join the Facebook group, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk on Facebook. If you want to talk about the show or the podcast, just come on over. Come on over.
I want you guys to like our reels. Sorry.
Also, like our reels. Follow the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And you can follow me, Trixie Tuzini, TrixieTuzini on Instagram and Twitter. TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything podcast related and all of my upcoming shows.
And she has a lot of shows upcoming.
I have a lot of shows coming up, and I'm also going to be in Canada. I'll be in Montreal June 9th and 10th with 3 shows.
Oh my God, that was my dad's birthday. Cute. That means it's good luck.
Oh, I love
June
that.
10th. Yeah, good luck.
That's right. Okay, guys, do it. Bye.
Okay, bye.